Hey, it's Monika, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about projection and how we can use it as a tool for greater self-awareness. Now, projection is essentially the act of identifying behaviors, qualities, or characteristics that you see in somebody else, like your partner, that you yourself possess, but that you can't see in yourself. So you might have had a conversation with somebody before where you were struck, they were describing you, but you were struck by how much it sounded like they were talking about themselves. That's an example of projection. Now, everybody does it. It's a blind spot that we all have. So rather than telling people not to do it because it's inevitable, I think it's more useful to utilize it as a tool, like I said, for greater self-awareness. And the reason that this works is that when we're judging somebody else, it's really a clue about us, what we need, how we're feeling, and what's going on inside of us. So what I recommend and how this works is that the next time you're feeling extremely aggravated or triggered or really bugged by something that your partner is doing, ask yourself, am I talking about myself? So, for example, let's say if you think your husband is mad at you, ask yourself, am I angry, or is there something that I'm mad about that I haven't admitted yet? Or if you're worried that your spouse is having an affair, ask yourself, do I wish I was secretly having an affair? Or am I the unfulfilled person in this relationship? So for me, I can give you an example. I used to judge my husband very much for being quote unquote lazy. Like if I thought he didn't go the extra mile, or if he took a shortcut for his own comfort, I judged him very harshly and it caused problems in our relationship. And I knew from the emotional intensity of my reaction that there was something going on with me, but it took me a couple of years to figure out, and it was through working with a coach that I recognized I'm actually there's this inner lazy person inside of me that I can't stand. It was my own laziness that I hated. So if I gave my kids a dinner that wasn't that nutritious, but it was easier for me to make, I would feel really guilty. Or if I spent a day doing nothing or binge watching a show, I would beat myself up about it. So it was really not my husband, it was me. And I just resented him for the fact that he could unapologetically put himself first sometimes when necessary. And I actually needed more of that. So it was only when I was able to just embrace my inner lazy side and to sometimes take a shortcut and be okay with that, that this dynamic between my husband and I just fell away and it's no longer an issue. So for this week's tip, think about something that really bothers you about your partner. It could be a recurring quality or characteristic or behavior that really bothers you. Think about what that says about you. So what are you feeling that you haven't admitted? What are your needs? What have you not forgiven in yourself? What can you ask for? What do you need more of? And if you stay open to what you can learn from this process, the next time you feel like pointing the finger, you'll be amazed at what you can learn. So try to welcome greater self-awareness, as counterintuitive as it feels when you're really upset with somebody, to be able to ask the question, am I talking about myself? So good luck with these. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. I always love getting your feedback and questions, and I will see you next time.